Welcome back to everybody. And looks like we have a loose connection back here at the hub again. Oh God. I think I know how to fix things right now. Alright. We have a loose connection in the system. A loose plug somewhere. And so we need to find out what's going on. No. Nothing to do with that this time. It's just the way this computer, everything's piled on top of each other, and so the plugs are kind of just hanging loose. Kind of like Michelle's gut. It just hangs there, you know? Yeah, it just hangs there. To the bottom, right, from his own habit. And he is a confirmed drug user. So, unfortunately, what can you say? You mess around with the bad stuff, you're going to end up experiencing bad experiences. So, yeah, so it's just these connections on the back of this computer. I think these we need to work on these cables a bit better. I'll take care of that later on. I just went live an hour ago. Come in. New Year, when you can. Oh, I'll have to watch the video. I don't know when I'll be able to watch the reruns. Make sure, if you can, please enable the closed caption support, because it really helps so much when you do that. Well, by the way, that's an interesting topic as well. I don't know how that works for truly bad people on the other side. I mean, do they see heaven? Do they see hell? Well, I don't know. Are they being used by negative entities for evil, nefarious purposes? Unfortunately, oh yeah, look at that. So, the bad thugs, or one of the people that go through the lift door, they boomerang from grave to cradle. They get the marching orders from the overseers. You could say they truly are land of the lost, land of the damned, if you will, as well. Unfortunately. I don't know any German battle hymns. But you know what's funny? I was looking for some songs for my video that was an hour long, and I was looking to the free music, and there was a lot of music that was military music from the U.S. military. And One of them was Johnny Comes Marching Home. And I thought about using that song for the intro of the video, but then I realized there was two problems. One, it was too long. I had to tailor the intro long enough to make it work with the music we had. And number two, what if the person watching the video's name wasn't Johnny? That may actually unintentionally get some people upset, because I'd be like, my name's Susan, So I just tried to find something that was more neutral. I got a free license on it, and it was just about the right length. I had to tweak the length of the intro just enough to make it work. But it fit. It really did fit into the video intended purpose and length. You do know that fentanyl is used in medical procedures by anesthesiologists as a painkiller. It is used in medical purposes. But like Red pointed out, it can be used as a weapon against people and against countries. Because just like opium before it, and heroin, and other opiates, it has a very unusual but very common effect, just like barbiturates. It makes you very dopey, sleepy, and makes you do nothing. This fentanyl is not the same. No, I know, they cut it with other stuff too. And that's where the problem comes, because this stuff is not regulated.
Oh yeah!
There's no quality and purity assurance standards.
Oh yeah!
There's no FDA approval and manufacturing process to make sure it is made in a sanitary environment.
Oh yeah!
Basically, the street stuff is, you don't know what the hell's in it. I really wish I knew Mojo. Some say Homeless Mike was knocked off the same way, but there was another possibility, which is just as true. Homeless Mike may have not been using that at all. May have been using marijuana. Fell asleep. There was no sleeping bag in his tent. Meaning, he probably went down there to chill out for a few hours. And then he fell asleep. Temperatures dropped below freezing, and then he froze to death. We won't know until we hear the autopsy results on that. Let's see. He said he's going to go get an autopsy. That's why no one can go and get any of his stuff down the basement for 8 weeks. Well, you know what's supposed to do, Krista? No one's supposed to be in the basement in the first place, except meter readers and a landlord doing maintenance.
Oh yeah!
Tell you, Kitty, I would not disagree with that if a crime was actually done, but it does mean the basement is a place of investigation. Now, I want to talk about something else. We have kicked this ball around the ball court quite a few times. So let's get one thing clear. We as you know, we're going to be replacing the floor, or at least parts of the floor tiles, not all of them, because we can't afford to do it all at once. And I have heard people say everything like, wait, how are you paying for this? And I said, most of it's being paid for with Social Security Disability, and some of it is being paid for with donations. But the money is supposed to be used to help upgrade the studio and the shows. Exactly. That's what the money is being used for. I didn't look downstairs. I have no idea. Now, that I would like to know about. What did Mike die from? Did he die from the cold? Or did he die from some foul play? Did he die from somebody slipping a Mickey into his veins? We don't know. We have no idea. No, Brian K., I don't think Jimmy had a hand in it. But Jimmy is probably going to have to deal with the planning and zoning violations since there was not supposed to be anybody living in the cellar in the first place. Now, there's no yellow tape around the basement. And no, Jimmy did not have a hand in doing anything to kill him. Jimmy is not a drug addict or an old vindictive asshole. But I wouldn't say Jimmy is necessarily totally out of the clear either, because the planning and zoning could tell him, you know, you're not supposed to have anyone living in the basement, so I'm going to have to fine you. What do you fine me? How much? Well, let's just put it this way. This is too weird for my kids. So let's say we're going to charge you about $1,200,000 fine. Say, what? That's $12 million bucks? Yeah, but Winston really needs it. No, seriously, he is probably, if he indeed is cited for that, he could seriously face a fine. I don't know what it realistically would be. No. First of all, they didn't have snowflake tiles. And second of all, ceramic tiles would have been way too heavy. I couldn't even carry a box of 10 up the stairs. Never mind a box of 100 plus tiles to do that small little room. At $3 a piece for standard color tile. You know, for 12 by 12, you're talking about easily $400. Guess what? So when you're done with that floor, that's going to cost you about $400 already. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. That's so true.
Oh, yeah!
So we have to do it a little bit each month. Some people are upset that I wanted to do this for years ago, and we never did. Now, the kitchen tiles, let's talk about that. And let's talk about what we're doing with the old tiles. Well, let's make this clear. The old tiles that are being lifted off, the ones that are in good shape, are going to be transferred into the kitchen. Since we don't have enough tiles to do the whole little hallway, we only have enough to do about a third of it. We're going to just take off the tiles, and then we're going to put the new tiles in where the old tiles were. And then we're going to leave the rest of the old tiles in place until we can get some more money to do sections of the floor a little each month until it's finished. That's the only way we can do it. Because right now, I am not going to deliberately put myself in the poorhouse trying to put $400 in titles all at one time. Do you think they're going to do a candlelit? I don't know. I didn't even know this guy until he came up and wanted to use my internet, so I don't think he's as well known, as well respected as Homeless Mike was. Homeless Mike was well loved and cared about everybody, and everybody loved him as a person because they thought he was a great guy. He was a bad man. This guy was just not a good guy at all. He was a true bad egg. Whereas Homeless Mike was excellent to kids, had no criminal record of doing bad stuff to kids. In fact, parents trusted Mike being around their kids because they knew he truly wanted everybody to live happy lives. Well, Red, Brian is known as CIA, and somebody's already posted some of the snapshot of his record. Would somebody like to send CIA on Discord the entire and complete and full record so he can look at it? Yeah, he's in a sex registry. Something that the United Kingdom doesn't seem to have a consistent system of, and it's nationwide in the United States. Just, when I get a chance, I'm going to be helping Ray tomorrow with the tile work. So he's not going to be doing it all by himself, because I'm going to help him out with that. Because I know that he knows how to lay down peel and stick tiles. The instructions are right on the tile itself. But I'm obviously going to be helping him to carefully lift the old tiles up and placing the new tiles, or the old tiles, from the hallway into the kitchen. So he can just focus on getting the new tiles put in the hallway. Like I said, this guy is definitely no Homeless Mike. Homeless Mike would never do that to anyone's kids. Even if he had his own, he's not that kind of a man. And I will see Homeless Mike when I go home to the other side when my time comes, because unless he decides to incarnate again, he will be there with my brother Jesus. Yes. I did put on strip wood flooring. Oak, pine, maple, tiles. We have tiling people in the company. I didn't really work much with the tilers. But this is peel and stick. This is like soft vinyl floors. So it should be relatively simple. Mike was a wonderful guy. Absolutely. And Homeless Mike truly did care and lived a life of St. Francis of Assisi. I don't know anything about how that happened with Gary. All I can say is, wherever he is now, I hope he's doing better, honestly. And I say that because we talked about this on the other side yesterday, is God loves everybody, even those who do bad things in life. They chose to do the bad things by their free will. But because the love of God is so infinite, even those people can receive forgiveness from Almighty Mother and Father God. Canaan, Connecticut. Well, it's not my problem. It never was my problem anyway. My problem is just worrying about trying to keep myself together and try to share the good news with people. That's one reason I refused to give him access to the internet, is I could see this guy was a scumbag before he even opened his pie hole. I could just see that. I said, no, you're not getting my internet access. Yes, I'm up at 9 a.m. Absolutely, I'm up at 9. In fact, you always know I used to get up at 8:30, 8 o'clock to do the morning show. And everybody keeps asking me, we can do live video of him putting in the tiles. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get a camera over there. But remember, guys, it's a 10 a.m. shows at 10. So it's probably going to be a fairly short job because we only have 15 tiles. So it's not going to be a long strip of tiles. We got to be careful we do it because that reason is segments. But if God is willing, just as he did during the time of Hanukkah, maybe he can make those 15 tiles stretch a lot further. He wanted to use her internet. Yeah. And I wasn't going to give him access to my internet because those kind of people are usually prohibited from using the internet. And if I ever gave him access to my internet, the police, FBI, and FCC would never give me a moment's break. Yeah, more than likely right, even if he could have gotten it downstairs. Knowing him, he would probably go to some porn site, and the next thing you know, I try to do live stream, and all I get is a red square of death every single time I try to go live. Yes, usually in most of those programs that they can't use the internet. Except in very limited websites. So I don't think he... Yeah, well, unfortunately enough, I told him straight out, no way.
Oh, yeah!
I said, I can't spare the bits. I don't have enough bits to spare.
Oh, yeah!
And I did not say out loud, but I would have said, you look like a fucking creep anyway. No, he never wanted Rusty. Rusty's pretty careful about who he hangs out with. I don't even think Rusty is even interested in being around people like that. So let's make sure we understand one thing. Let's get back to the main everyday nitty-gritty. We are not using donations to pay for this work. Actually, the money that we're paying for this is coming entirely out of my disability check. Because I have a little bit of extra surplus. Because I run such a tight budget. That we have money each month. Not a lot. Like $100 a month for bills. Per bill. We pay $100 on Ally.
Oh yeah!
We pay $100 on Capital One.
Oh yeah!
The internet is paid for by my utility bill allowance.
Oh yeah!
Which means I owe nothing on that. Then the credit card for Lowe's is paying for this month with another source of income that came from my mother.
Oh yeah!
Of all things. So the point is, your donations are not going to this. But your donations do go to helping Krista and Ray out when they take me shopping. I take Krista out for breakfast. I pay for Krista's gasoline. I provide for Krista and the community at large. So yes, your money does go back to helping the community. So, Rusty doesn't really flaunt his butt. All cats do that. It's funny because that's the way cats greet other cats. Cats said they know. Dogs kind of do something similar. They're just not as dramatic about it. Gemini Jam was saying I don't really feel I can keep donating to Michelle if the money is going to be used to pay other bills. Think of this. The bills that we pay for bring money back into the economy. We always said that we want to help people when we can. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, it helps me, and with extra money I have that I do not need right away, I save, or I help the community by giving back to the community at large. I don't know who that is, but there is a question about that. Can cats reincarnate as people? And according to the person I know, Crucis, she said that as punishment, sometimes people will be reincarnated as pets. Now, I don't know if Angela's Crucis was right. But I can tell you, if anything Rusty's a reincarnation of, it's my old cat Morris. He acts just like Morris. Except Morris had white paws. That's the only difference. Fall for living large. Frankly, you have never, ever seen or been with Rusty in person. Rusty is a very good kitty, and he's very well loved by this community. He is a good cat. And he makes this community the happy success that it is, but as people feel comfortable being around him. And that says a lot. One thing we didn't really cover, because we don't really know the answer right now, is what happens if you're married to somebody and your spouse dies and you're on the other side. Are you still married to that person? Me and Michelle thought about that this morning. And we're not absolutely sure in the answer. But Mother God says the answer is no. But that doesn't mean that the two people stop loving each other. So, we'll just have to see what happens to some of the questions that we don't have the answers for. Because me and Michelle are in contact with Mother God every day. And she'll answer our questions when she feels is the right time. Absolutely. Now, one thing I want to say is, we cannot deny, without a doubt, that yesterday's vlog was a lightning rod. Over 160 views. Over 30 questions and answers. Even this morning's, ladies and gentlemen, did you realize that this morning's vlog has already hit 100 views?
Oh yeah!
It tells you something. People like the short vlogs. We already knew that anyway. But we also know, and we apologize, that the video with me and Lummy ran to be 56 minutes long. It wasn't intended to be that long. It's just that we wanted to cover the information so perfectly. And we're going to be doing a lot more of them, too. You bet. Even Stan CT said he liked the content. So I think that tells us something. Something me and Michelle have been talking about for years. Months. Okay, months. Videos can do well. And because Michelle doesn't have to wait for YouTube approval for the green dollar sign every time, she gets, every person who watches the video and the ads, she gets ad revenue. Ojo says, Tiger Els, you missed my spontaneous live, only off the cuff. Well, I would have, if I had known you were live before I went live, I would have watched. But make sure when you do go live, make sure to activate automatic closed caption encoding on your live streams. It makes my world so much easier.
Oh yeah!
It doesn't cost you any bits. Doesn't cost you any resources. YouTube uses closed captions from speech to text and translate your speech into text. And I know it's not perfect. Compared to 2011, they have come a long way.
Oh, yeah!
You don't believe me? Go watch the convocation or coronation from 2011, which had the original captions on it. Talk about an OMG event when you can't even understand half the stuff that I'm saying. Yeah. They made some big changes in their text-to-speech algorithms over the years. And I find, and a lot of people do, even those that don't have hearing loss find them convenient. Let's say, for example, you're in a public area. You don't have your earbuds. You want to hear the video, but you don't want to blast it on your phone. So you have the video on a very low sound level, and you can read the captions. It could also be a good way to teach children how to read, but that's kind of questionable at best. Absolutely. I can figure out the panel. I'd be honored. Okay, the panel is open, by the way. It's QEQ. QEQ. Quite educating quickie. As far as setting up a panel for your live streams, there's a lot of ways to do that. If you really are... Everybody talks about StreamYards. StreamYards is fine. Oh, I have. Many times. And, I don't usually watch a lot of video in a public area, like a bus station or a McDonald's. Yes, you do. You watch videos with Kristen at McDonald's all the time. Yes, we do. That's true. I gotta watch your latest video in the morning, Michelle. Looks great. Thank you very much. And you know what? That is similar to the way we used to do shows before we started doing live streams. Sometimes they were long like that. Sometimes they were short, depending on the topic. When it comes to the stuff that we were discussing yesterday, I get verbal diarrhea and I just don't know when to shut up. Because it is so amazing. Let's discuss this. It's so amazing. All the things that we're learning, and not only us, but also quantum physicists. Quantum physics. How do you believe this? There's a renaissance going on. There's a new changes. As one person said, where quantum physicists are starting to realize that we cannot dismiss the power of the spirituality or the power of the Godhead. I can't even describe half the things that I think about when I realize that we are so close to a new vibrational energy. Now, you'll notice I never use the term vibrational energy. There's a lot of reasons why. One, most people would have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And sometimes the way that some of these people talk about it only adds to the confusion. So let me just give you a quick 5-cent answer. Enlightenment, enhancement, and ascension. In other words, spiritually we're being enlightened, we're being enhanced, and we're going through an ascension process. I don't think I was a pre-Raphaelite. I was a Pleiadian from the Pleiades. As was I. As was Lemmy. But I was not a Tegetan, no. Oh, okay. I wasn't part of another one of the group, but I wasn't a Tegetan. I don't know if I was Tegetan either. But given the description of the cities era, they very much seem like the kind of places I remember from way back in history. And somehow the Tegetan illustrations of what the cities look like kind of reminded me of home. I mean, you gotta admit, right now this world needs all the help it can get because things have gone really bad lately.
Oh, yeah!
Let me just tell you, the help is coming, guys. The help is coming, I promise you. Actually, the help is already here. That's why so many people are starting to ascend to a higher vibration. Because people can now see more and more clearly that things are totally messed up. It's coming. The changes. You have two choices. Either one, you run in a corner and hide like a cockroach when someone turns on the kitchen light. Or you come out of the and embrace the warmth and the blessing of the light that you are receiving. It's your choice. The negative entities right now will realize that they're losing the battle. And they hate it. Because they can't deal with the fact is that everything that they try to do to destroy humanity is failing. They want control of everything. They want this to be a slave planet. A prison planet.
Oh, yeah!
Just like Alex Jones said. No. No, this is not. Because first of all, I don't even really know the guy. And from what I know now, nobody would want to do a memorial stream for him. Not me or anyone else in the city of Winston. I went at this time because I was supposed to go to the doctor's this morning, but I ended up canceling because it was raining. And I ended up rescheduling for the 15th instead for the annual wellness review. And then on the 12th, I got my blood work to do, or my blood work results to discuss with Dr. Lee, my medical doctor. So, on Friday, which is a morning, there will not be another morning show, but there will be an afternoon show. On the 15th, there will be a morning show because the appointment's in the afternoon. Unfortunately, because of the other situation, when Gary being found dead in the basement, Ray didn't get a chance to work on the floor today. So he's going to be working with me tomorrow. And we're going to try to get the floor started and get as much done as we can. The guy's name that died is Gary. He died of an apparent overdose in the basement of the building. Yes, the ogre in the cellar. At least this ogre / troll didn't try to make me pay every time I walked up the stairs to my apartment. But I'm trying to. You realize I've been in this apartment for 17 years. How many people rent an apartment for 17 plus years these day and age? And you know who lived in this apartment before me? Patty did. Yes, that Patty. The one that we all know calls every sometimes. She lived here, and she moved out just before I moved in. Reality is, it's more likely I'll probably be here pretty much until my passing. It's cheap rent. It has heat and hot water included, and Michelle's right about that. You're not going to find an apartment for no $800 a month with heat and hot water included in the rent.
Oh, yeah!
Gary, not Brian Gary. I think somebody forgot to use a comma. I was to have the floor worked this morning, like I said, so I talked to Krista, who talked to Ray, and he and I wants to start tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So, here's the deal. Morning show is going to be at 10 o'clock. So, if you wonder who that other guy is in the back room banging and sweating and possibly cussing, then you'll know. I'm 55 years old. Glasgow Day. 55. The double nickel. The originally United States speed limit. I'm not in worse shape than Ed. Far from it. Michelle is quite mobile. When she wants to go places, she goes places. "6 years older than you." Yeah, well, 6 years are gonna, depending on the person, can be very dramatic. I could tell you that. Because when I was 49 years old, I already started having problems with my hips and other problems too in my body. But you know what? Unlike Ed, I didn't sit there and make an excuse. I still kept going regardless.
Oh, yeah!
Ed gave up, and that's the difference. So to say I'm worse than Ed is a bunch of malarkey. Yeah, well, we all know that crossing a road in Connecticut is like playing the game Frogger. You know, one day you're going to be coming to Lux Road Pizza. Speaking of Wiggy, where is she anyway? There she is. They went all the way to Florida. Yep, he took the train. But then when he flipped out near Orlando, he couldn't make his connecting train to Tampa because they basically yanked him off the train at that point. Pretty disturbing to think about that. You can't say one thing about me is the fact is I have never ever wigged out like that or flipped out like that did. Probably because my brain isn't so frazzled. Yeah. I don't know because A, Ed never called me. Okay? I have no idea. Number two, the 2 times I tried to call him, I got doo-doo-doo. I'm sorry. This customer's phone number has been disconnected for non-payment. Sorry. Go fuck yourself. Oh, really? Yes, he did. But, I don't know who you are, but welcome to the show anyway. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Ed loses his phones, cancels services, phones get broken, and then next thing you know, he loses all his information, all his usernames and passwords, and it keeps having to start over and over from scratch.
Oh, yeah!
And then he calls me up and says, Michelle, I need information for this account XYZ. Do you still have information on how I log into XYZ? And I'm like, let me check the computer. And I always have to remind them, to get on XYZ, your username is blah, and your password is Ramalama Ding Dong. Gee, now how do I get on the XYZ to enter those? I thought you knew. He kind of dropped a hint that he thought about coming back to Connecticut, and I told him straight out, I'm sorry, but Jimmy said you can't move back here. He doesn't want me to have any more roommates in here. Any roommates whatsoever. After all, Jimmy knows that I pay my rent on time, and he knows I keep my apartment fairly clean. He did remind me a couple of times. He said, sometimes, though, your cat box isn't exactly stellar. I said, yeah, I know. Sometimes I forget. I try to remember, but I do sometimes forget. No, the money is not in Florida. That's all I know. Apparently, there's a there's a scavenger map somewhere in Connecticut. But Ed was too scared to go find out where it was. Well, then the mom can go get their own metal detector and start looking. because I don't know where it is either. But, you know, the point is 17 years. I can't believe I moved here in 2007. That's true. 2007 I moved here. What a funky, weird time this has been over my life. 17 years. Was here in 2012. I was here living with my mom's during the Salt Lake Winter Games. I was here at the time of Sandy Hook. And I'm still here.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, no, I'm not a millionaire. I'm just good at managing money. Because I originally took accounting in high school and college classes. I was a business major along with a computer major in college. How you doing, Wingstar? He says, "Hi, MMD. I wanted to introduce myself. I am the boring YouTube that Noodles told you about yesterday. Wingstar, wish you great success on your show." Thank you very much. I always appreciate that. You'll discover this show is kind of unusual. We have, normally the show is in the morning unless they have appointments like doctors and things like that. Basically, this is kind of like a gathering, kind of like a coffee time, like when you drink coffee, like this, out of this cup here. This is the Silvermoon cup. I'm sorry, this is a North American snorkeling cup. This is one of the cups you can get in my online store, by the way. And the nice cup about this, it don't spill, it's steel. Yeah, also it's great for making your coffee, shaken, not stirred as well. So that's a great thing. So you can get a cup just like that. Or maybe you might be interested to get a cup that is more like our logo for Silvermoon Radio. That logo there, AM 1610 Silvermoon logo, is on a cup of the same 20-ounce size. Stainless steel. Keeps your beverages warm or hot. Has a lid that slips shut so you will not spill. And it's a 20-ounce size. And trust me, it's very effective for a cup. I can tell you that for a fact. So if you want to get a cup like that, they're available in the online store. And you can see that usually at the bottom of most of my video listings. We also have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and we have a rusty cactus mat for your kitty cat, which has got Rusty is imprinted on a fish type cat mat. People wanted me to get body pillows, towels, sheets. But you know what? How about you guys start buying some of this stuff first before you worry about introducing more products to the product line?
Oh, yeah!
Cups are good. We got ceramic cups. We got porcelain cups. We have a lot of neat things in the store. Come check it out. Right. I know my business is playing the word I know. I know my business. But you know what? I have never heard anyone ever complain about that. Never heard anyone complain about that at all. Are you on the right screen, Michelle? Oh, am I on the wrong screen again? You're on the wrong screen again. Well, as long as it doesn't accidentally knock me offline. That would be all, like it did earlier. Yeah. There we go. Really, I really would like to see you guys watch more of my content. Let me assure you guys, we got more video content coming up every day. We're always doing something. Always doing something different. And you can see below, that's the Christmas tree behind us. On that over there next to it, the brown chair is where I do sometimes the videos, so I don't have to move the camera. And it also kind of looks cool with me sitting next to the Christmas tree. Because some people like that, and some people don't, but it's okay. My tree is pretty. Thank you very much. My tree is different. Do you know why? Oh, here we go again. Let me say it. Because Michele's tree is powered by USB, Universal Serial Bus. That's right. A 5-volt power bank will keep her tree lit. Yeah, I don't know yet. I mean, I'm not exactly in any rush to take it down. Yeah, I remember when you saw Queen Elizabeth, when she was sitting at one point next to her tree at the desk, at her last Queen's message that she did. I remember that very well because I watched it too. I had some people say to me, I'm looking at my studio, that sound, but good enough anyway. This one, when you see the British flag over there, Patty said to me, she said, that flag is huge. I said, yeah, I know, it's kind of big. Unfortunately, it was a little wider than I expected, so it kind of overlaps the door jamb a little bit. But you can't say it doesn't represent my British pride, and it definitely shows that I definitely do support the United Kingdom. Windsor is a 5-hour drive away from Glasgow. Yeah, did you know originally, many years ago, in the 1600s, they were thinking about tearing down Windsor Castle, and it was only saved by one vote. Otherwise, the equivalent of wrecking crew would have torn it down, because the Queen wasn't at the time using it, or the King wasn't using it currently as his residence, and it was seriously falling apart. Over the years, the British government spent a very large mint to keep Windsor Castle in good shape, and they still do to this day. And it is a historic monument.
Oh yeah!
I don't have an American flag because where would they put it? There's really not a lot of room in here. On top of that, I got more people yelling at me how you're supposed to hang an American flag. I remember when I got my Italian flag, I used to have an Italian flag in my old apartment in Willimantic. Need I say that most of the people in my community never saw my bedroom. The few that did saw the green, white, and red flag of Italy, and most of the people were from Puerto Rico, and they were like, gag me with a pitchfork. That's got awful ugly. Shut your pie hole. I happen to like Italy. I've seen Jesus. I see Jesus every day. Or at least I hear from him every day. He's often the guy that often relays a lot of the message I get, or from other guys who relays me messages too. So there's a lot I'm still hearing from Jesus every day. I just don't make a big deal about it. Because he's an active part of my life as well. Yeah. I was at Windsor Castle at fire. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. What was the fire caused by? Was it an electrical fire or was it a heater fire? I don't really know what caused the fire in Windsor Castle. But clearly they were able to restore it. But then the building was mostly entirely made out of stone except for the wood floors in between. So I guess restoration would have been fairly easy. A lot was similar done when they renovated the White House in the 1950s. They kept the exterior and they rebuilt the interior after that fire. That's pretty cool. How you doing, Blazing Leo? Good morning to the show. Good morning to you. Stan says, do you think the King George III will be bringing some semblance to order to the world? King George III? Didn't King George III actually already die? He was the king at the time of Benjamin Franklin was here in the time of the Revolutionary War. Or you mean King Charles? Well, let's see. Let me give you my opinion first, and then we'll go with the cards. Listening to his Christmas message, he was a very eloquent speaker. He was very approachable in how he talked to the people on television. I liked him. I liked the way he approached things, just as I liked his mom. So let's switch this camera over so we can try to get something on the screen here. We'll start with the Universal Folk Oracle. And I gotta make sure not to do this. When the lids get stuck within lids, and I couldn't find the other lids, it wasn't because the lid was lost. Oh no. They were stuck in between each other like this. Gee, talk about a magic trick. See? And pull them apart. There you go. 2 lids. Perfect. Alright, so we'll start with the universe. We'll start with this one first. I'm going to keep the questions simple. Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides. How will 2024 in the world play out with the influence of King Charles? How will the world fare with the influence of King Charles of the United Kingdom? What can we expect? What is he going to bring to the table in 2024? Two cards. I'm going to pull 2 cards today. Okay. From this deck. The first card is Warrior, Focus, Assertiveness, Rise, Action. He's going to put stuff into work, guys. He's going to make things happen. He's going to be the man who starts the ball rolling. Expansion, ritual, dance, feast. I definitely say things are going to expand under King Charles. His influence, as like his mother's, is going to be long seen by the community at large. Make sure I put the right cover on this box here. The next cards. How is King Charles going to influence the world at large? I'm terrible at shuffling cards. Come on, Mother God, let's go. Thank you. 2 cards to this deck. The first card is Astral Travels, Possibility and Possibility, Freedom, Traveler, Inner Dreams. Second card is Gnomes, Humanity, Friendship, Hard Work, and Little Visions. I see him as a person that is going to bring much to the table for the world. Inspiration, like I said, and he's willing to do hard work and friendships to make it happen. He is definitely not one of those hard-nosed ones that basically nobody wants to talk to. I see him as being a very wonderful, affable person. Now the deck I dread. And the reason I dread this deck so much is not because the deck is bad. The fact that you got some of the cards upside down. I got some of the cards upside down. But the fact is it's impossible to shuffle. Because they're so thick. How is King Charles going to influence 2024? Let's just do this differently. Let's see. How is King Charles going to influence 2024? 5-card spread. No reversals, no wild cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the reason I'm not moving the camera around is because this camera has a lousy connection in the back. And when the camera goes out, it causes OBS to crash. So, I like to leave the camera alone. Okay, so, there we go. First card we got is the Moon card. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Letting go of worry and fear. Understanding the truth of a situation. Okay. Second card. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. This is the 3 of summer. And he is a Leo, by the way. Princess of Winter, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Card number 4, the Empress. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success, that allows for a life of luxury. The last card. The 5 of Winter. Walk away from dishonest associations. Realizing that what you thought you wanted for the best isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. Well, I think overall he's very, very outspoken. He knows how to hold them, and he knows when to fold them, and he knows when to walk away, and he knows when to run. He's the kind of man that can get things done. I don't necessarily see him as a negative person, a negative entity. I see him as kind of a positive entity that even though he is one of those many men and women that are in the top 1% category of the world, to me, he is concerned about the well-being of things. However, and this is a reality check, he may not be the best, but he's certainly not the worst. So I say give the guy a chance to show himself and let his light shine. No, I pulled out 5 cards this time, not 6. 6 cards would have been kind of hard to pull up on the table. It was because they're kind of big. I'm getting caviar delivered today for my birthday. Lucky for you. A floor reading? That's kind of stupid. A floor doesn't have a soul. Well, according to the other side, the floor tiles do have souls. I don't understand how that works, but I don't think the floor exactly asked me for a tarot reading right now. Well, right now I just got over here to the computer, so whoever wants to come on, give me a second to get over there. Right now there's nobody ringing the bell. Elizabeth, one first was his daughter. Yeah. Oh, anyway, Queen Elizabeth was not King George III's daughter. But I have to hear. I don't know. I know the lineage of all the years. Are cool sons working with the CIA to import? I have no idea. But with a creepy government, I wouldn't put it past anybody. Well, right now there's no one here. I'm looking at the screen. There's nobody trying to come on. QEQ is open, guys. It's been the whole time. Yeah, well, 5 minutes ago I was focusing on the tarot cards. I've had caviar. It's not that great. It's too salty for me. I can't stand salty food like that.
Oh yeah!
Well, you know what? Let's say you want to pull my tarot card readings, Michelle. You didn't do yours. I'm just curious. Do we have to use the fancy deck? No, but, you know. Okay, so wants to come on panel. Okay, I heard that one. Alright, let him on. Snoodles. Good morning.
Hey, Michelle.
Up to you.
Don't worry, it's afternoon, Michelle.
Yep.
Listen, Michelle, I'm extremely horny right now. Can you possibly read some cards for my sex life, having to do with my sex life? Like, I'm losing my mind right now. I need to fuck. Can you do a tarot card
why don't
reading?
you go ahead and talk to Rosie Palm and her 4 sisters?
Yeah, I know, but I'm driving right now. Can you please, Michelle, can you please do it? Can you please do
I
a
can pull
tarot
a general
card
reading
on
in
my
romance.
sex life?
Hold on a minute here. Let me just get something. Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides. What can we say about noodles, romance, love life for
Just
the
say
month?
sex life. I want to fuck, Michelle. I don't want to kiss somebody. I just want to fuck.
Okay. He wants to know if he can find a prostitute. Well, that certainly is not a multi-card spread, that's for sure. It'll probably be a single 1 or 2 cards. Keeping it simple.
Maybe you could hook me up with a friend, Michelle, or something. I don't know.
Alright, 2 card spread on you. Just 2 cards, because I don't think it's going to take more than 2. Alright, so let's go. First card. We have... Yeah, you're going to score.
Nice.
I don't know with who, though. However, the person is going to be a sneaky little bitch, and you're not going to enjoy it.
What?
In other words,
Wait.
the person you might score with it may not be such an honest woman. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, wow. Really?
But you might score. You could score because you got the 4 wands, but then you got the 5 7 of swords, and Sneaky Pete takes 5 of them and leaves 2 behind, which means she's gonna take your heart and she's gonna crush it. Unfortunately, that's why I'm saying.
Really?
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Seasons.
No, it doesn't say who it is.
Oh. Yeah, that's the story of my life, Michelle. These girls doing this shit to me all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Go ahead. Is it going to be juicy? Is it going to be good?
Apparently, according to the 4 wands, indicates it's going to be good because you got the 4 wands. So that means, yeah, probably it's going to be great. But as I said, you're dealing with Sneaky Pete, so yeah. So the question is,
all right. Well, that's good, Michelle. I don't really need anything else. You know, I just need to calm. You know.
Well, let me give you a little more longer reading about generally for the month of January, because I know you do have questions about that.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Noodles in January 2024? No reversals, no wild cards. Keep it simple, please. Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides. We ask you this. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we'll do a 5-card spread on this. Okay, 5-card spread. First card we get is ooh! Oh, that's not a good card. That's the 8 of Swords. Somebody is being blind to reality. Ambivalence, not a good card at all. You can see, look at the poor woman. She's getting skewered.
Oh my God.
That might be where you are now. The Hierophant, this can usually mean... I'm not going by the book this time, guys. I'm entirely just going by the card picture here. Trying something different. Let's just hope it doesn't go up in smoke. It usually means legal matters, maybe possibly a marriage, some kind of contractual thing of some sort. So there might be some obligations that can work out one way or the other in your life for the month. Next card is we got the 5 of Swords. This guy has been defeated or conquered. Clearly, something has happened to you, Noodles. That's been your downfall, your defeat. I don't know why. For what? Anything good come out of this? We got 2 more cards. Let's see. The Hangman. Things are going to change for you. Your world is going to change. It could change for the good, it could change for the bad, but the changes are going to occur. So changes are ahead. So maybe all this 3 other cards are going to come to an end. Then the last card is the Devil card. The Devil card comes up.
Oh my God.
Yes, the card of Capricorn. And so somebody is going to give you something that you will like, but at cost.
Oh.
Mother God, do we have a final card that doesn't exactly leave us leaving with a cliffhanger? Please? Anything else? Let's put one more up. King of Wands. Ooh. Fire energy. Man of passion. Or woman. It could be a woman too. So something is going to change. Things are going to improve. Passion usually refers to your libido, which is kind of related to what you were asking me about earlier. That's why I think this ties in with the 4 of Wands and Sneaky Pete. Because you're going to get all this positive energy, but it's going to come at a cost.
Oh my God! This is why I do not get involved with women. This is why I swore off women for fucking 9 years. 9 fucking years, Michelle. 9 fucking years.
Okay. No, just for the hell of it, at the bottom of the deck, some people go by the bottom of the deck, we got the High Priestess. Which means that there's some magical stuff that could come up. Spiritual energies could be running high, so this may not be a total loss. May not be. I don't know. But I definitely would say with the Sneaky Pete card, well, be wary. Okay, Michelle, you want to pull up one of your own card readings? You were going to do yours, and then... Alright, let's
I was just on the phone with her. God damn it.
Okay. Mother God, Father God, I'll do this for you.
We're right back.
Michelle, I don't want you to feel like you're influencing the cards. Mother, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides, what is Michelle's 2024 going to be like for 2024 January, which is a period of 1 month, 5-card spread, no wild cards, no reversals. Keep it simple, please. We're not going to use the book for this. We got the book. We're just going to try to wing it. So keep it simple, please. What's Michelle expect for 2024 January? And also, we're going to pull up the Oracle cards too. But we'll just get these to start with. 5-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, first card, we got the Hierophant. Could be legal matters, could be commitment, could be anything here. Definitely home life. Usually means stability, traditions as well. The Devil card again, I think I know what this means. The Devil's in the details. I think we know what that means because I have a hunch this is talking about the floor for some reason. I don't know why. The Hangman, just like your Noodles card, Michelle's life is going to make changes. So any of the problems she had in the past, she's at a crossroads, are going to be changes. So that could be interesting. Then, of course, you still got the 8 of Swords.
So angry, Michelle.
9
so
of
angry,
Swords.
so let down. What the fuck?
So, obviously, Michelle, it sounds like you're going to be dealing with Joan sharp and pointies. Oh, God.
God
The King of Wands, again, there's the passion energy. So maybe, Michelle, you like Noodles, there will be some crossovers between the two of you somewhere. I want a rereading. I kind of wonder about that, but if Mother God thinks it's going to be, we'll do a rereading. Why not? Okay, why not? Because that sounds more like a romance reading. How about everyday life reading for myself? Let me cut the decks this time. What about the 2024 financial reports? What about the financial reports? 2024 January financially. What will the great Virgo do this time? Did she get too much? Did she burn her bridges? Did she burn her britches in the process? We'll find out by card spread.
But you're sure, Michelle, that I'm going to get laid this year, or by
What's
at least
that?
2024. You're guaranteeing me that I'm going to get laid. That's what the cards read, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get laid. I'm gonna sell a lot. Had a couple cross references to yours. First card. Somebody is looking forward to something. A future. Looking to faraway lands, Michelle. You got your mind on a travel, a distance journey. You definitely do get fashion. In your case, Michelle, you got the 10 of Cups. Yeah, cool. 10 of Cups.
What the fuck does that mean?
10 of Cups is in this case is feelings. Water sign, Pisces. Is a cup.
I'm not being mean to you on Michelle's seasons. She just read the fucking card seasons.
The Sun card. Clearly, Michelle is going to be shining like the top of a Chrysler building. Positive energy all around. I mean, this is supposed to be Michelle's finances. So financially, Michelle is going to be doing very well in January.
God damn it.
And the High Priestess is on her side, too. And I do have to look at the book because, Michelle, I keep forgetting what the High Priestess means. That's fine. We're going to look at the book. Just let me look at the book a little bit here. The High Priestess is wisdom, uncommitted, uncommon sense of knowledge, enlightenment, intuition, comprehension. And while you're ready, I want you to look at the Sun card too. Absolutely. The Sun card is number 16. Oh, no, it's 19. It's 19. I hate Roman numerals. Enlightenment, reality, vitality, contentment, success, just like I said already. So far, so good. Is there any final
I'll be
card
back in a little bit
to indicate something bad or good? No, because you got the Hermit card, you got the Virgo card. We know what you are, right? Yes. One who looks ahead, one who plans ahead, one is aware, careful, calculating, judgmental, and be sure that they got it together. That's card number 9. If you want to hear what the actual book says for 9, I'll read it to you. The Hermit card is prudence, knowledge, retreat, reflection. So for Michelle, I'm going to say, very simply enough, is this month you're going to come up all aces.
Who?
Now let's pull some oracle cards out from Michelle. I want to see these. People don't realize that I actually do Michelle's readings because Michelle's afraid if she does her own readings that the cards are going to be influenced by her energy and doesn't want people to think that. So I do the readings for Michelle. So let's go to the 2 other decks here. Let's go back to the Universal Folk Oracle and the Pure Magic Oracle. Okay, normally we do these first, but we kind of did them last. Okay, Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides, please pulling out total 2 oracle cards from Michelle. What can Michelle expect in January, the 2024, regarding, well, we did romance first, I guess. It wasn't romance, but whatever. Just get 2 cards out, let's see what they go. Okay? So, 1, 2. Some people may find our readings a little bit unconventional, but that's fine. We have the astral travel again, possible impossibility, freedom, travelers, inner dreams. Yeah. That makes sense, though. Astral travel, because we have been doing that, a lot of that lately. Last card of this deck is, again, the gnomes, humanity, friendships, hard work, and little visions. Very interesting. Considering King Charles got the same two cards, so it's very interesting. I do see Michelle doing all that. So let's get this other deck. And I'm going to make sure to shuffle this one a lot more thoroughly because this card deck is a lot thicker and there's a lot more cards in the deck. So there's a lot more opportunities. So what, Mother God, can Michelle expect for January 2024? What can Michelle expect for January of 2024 of these two Oracle cards? Keep it simple, please. Well, theoretically speaking, these cards are easy to read anyway, so keeping it simple is really not a big deal. What Michelle can expect for 2024 two-card spread. 1, 2. And put those back in the box. Right,
okay, Wishbone, relax.
The first card is Warrior again.
Wishbone, relax.
Warrior.
Relax.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michelle. Wishbone's going crazy outside.
So, focus, assertiveness, rise, action. This seems to tie in very much with King Charles' card. I wonder if there's a relations in the spiritual realm between Michelle and him. I don't know. I have no idea. The next one is Hidden Wisdoms, Elementals, Fairy Uncover. That could be related to your spiritual studies that you've been doing, Michelle, or have returned to doing. I think we are going to see 2024 for January be an interesting time for Michelle. A time for growth, a time for reflection, and financially, Michelle is has the Sun card in her favor. And it's these beautiful things like these little gifts that Michelle gets that brings the best out of Michelle. And you all saw how happy Michelle was yesterday just getting the materials to start this project. I think there's a lot going on with Michelle's Astral Travel card and the hidden messages that she's starting to bring out into the open. I think that's what those cards are representing.
Oh, these dogs are hungry, Joe.
Yeah. Those dogs are hungry. Why would they be hungry? You didn't feed them yet?
I just fed them. They're fucking wolfing down their food right now.
Okay. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. He's trying... Okay. So, Mojo said, should be seasons and only seasons. I would have thought so, too. But for some reason...
Yep.
There's a physical distance between the two that makes it very difficult.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that. And also, Noodles, the point is yes, you might find somebody. Maybe the card reverses. Maybe the Stinky Peacock does relate to seasons. You don't know.
Oh, you mean like it could be someone else?
Or it could be somebody else.
Oh, no. She's not going to like that. For sure.
I'm actually hoping it's going to work out. So what do you think, Lumi? You think it's going to work out? With or without the tarot? Either. Yeah, I think it's going to work out, but it's not going to be done in one day. Given the finances, it's going to probably take a couple of, times to lows to keep picking up tiles every so often and keep laying them down. And the job will be done. There's no rush. It'll get done. I promise you that. So it's interesting though that the Virgo card comes up though. So you're a smart cookie. You know exactly what's going on. And the negative entities hate that. Just as they hate the fact that you know something that they wanted to keep secret. That's the hidden card. You know what's coming. And they know you know what's coming. And they want to do whatever they can to keep you quiet.
Oh, yeah!
Fuck you, I'm not going to keep it quiet.
Oh, yeah!
Having folks noodles and I don't know if there's ever going to be a relationship between me and Noodles, but it's funny that there is a kind of a cross-reference in one set of cards regarding a general reading that seems to have a lot of the similar cards that Noodles has. So you never know what that means. Maybe after he gets burned by Stinky Pete and you get burned by Stinky Pete, maybe something happens when you two get together. I'm no rush. I'm in no rush. How much is the airplane ticket between where you live, Noodles, and Season's house?
I don't know.
Well, maybe you should try to find out. I know you've driven there a few times.
Well, I haven't driven there, but...
Rusty, what are you doing, cat? Alright. Oh my God, he's heavy. Yep, he sure is. Ouch. You got big claws. You know that? You got big, sharp claws. I swear to God, this cat is my other cat, Morris, reincarnated. There's not too many cats that will let you pick them up like this. There really isn't. But I'll tell you what I am going to do. And maybe this would be a good time to do it. Shut the computer down. Put the stuff nice and neat and tidy. Put everything together in a way that's not going to get unplugged. And so you won't have any more unwanted surprises. I agree.
Oh, yeah!
We'll fix it. Yeah, Rusty's a little bit smaller than Bobcat, but not by much. He's a little smaller than a Bobcat. He's about the size of a Maine Coon, actually. I don't know, Tiger Kitty. The way things costed me in the hardware store, the Lowe's, everything was twice as expensive than I expected, especially for tiles. I thought the tiles are going to be $5 each. They were $9.95 a piece. They were like ridiculously expensive. Everything doubled in price. Thanks a lot, Biden. You useless president of the United States. You're a giant fuck up. He said, Tiger Kitty, I agree with you 100%. If Noodles made a packet or bag lunch every day and cooked at home, he would have the money. I've saved a lot of money in a month. But not everybody does that, though. Unfortunately, he's not one of those to do that. But that's true. If.
Oh, wait. You got to remember something. I mean, let's be serious. I'm a single guy that needs single action. I'm not like a well-to-do man that's,
Yeah, I understand
Well,
that, Noodles. But they're also telling the truth. If you saved your money, then you would have more money to get more action. Like once in a while, go to the pub. Rusty nudged the camera and he knocked us offline again. So,
untrusty Rusty.
we made a camera to Michelle that said that has a loose USB connection. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, when he rubs his nose against the camera, he knocks it offline. Let me unplug it. Good idea. I just unplugged it from the computer so he won't knock it offline. So the point is, and then of course, Tiger Kitty says, you are not a single guy. You're not a single guy. Oh, are you? I mean,
Yes.
You're not married to nobody.
No. Tiger's living in La La Land, Michelle. La La Land.
Yeah.
I'm single. Well, I mean, I'm living like a bachelor. That's what I meant, Tiger. I know what Tiger is saying, but the reality of it is that it's a long distance. I mean, trying to get seasons that just phone bone me is a massive task, humongous.
Yeah. Well, I think deep down is if you guys were closer, you wouldn't have to do anything on the phone. You could have done it in situ and in live.
I would have had it bent over already.
He said that's the problem. He needs to think like a couple. He doesn't have a second soul sharing the body with him.
See, you see the JMac art, Michelle? Look at it. Look at it, almost done. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at the JMac.
Oh yeah, that's the grid shot you're working on. Oh, that's T-Mac.
Yeah. So did you see the video that Sig made of you? Of the painting?
No, I didn't. Did you post it back up on my Discord so I can go look at it?
Yeah, I think I did. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
Your painting went out to auction. I think I got like over $100 million.
What is your answer to your problem? Well, the other camera, the problem is that plug comes loose, right? Yeah. So what if we glue the plug in? Oh, fuck. There's an old saying, if all you have a hammer, all your problems look like nails. If all you have is glue, I don't know what your problems look like. A royal mess. All right, let me get so you guys can see this on the screen. You guys can't see it, I can, but you guys can't. So let's see if we can get him on screen here. There we go. That's the picture Grizz that Noodles is working on.
No, it's JMac.
Oh,
it's
JMac.
JMac.
Okay.
It's not great.
JMac, yeah. I'm sorry.
It's almost done. I just got to do. I bought some new pens today. I bought a. I'll show you. I'm gonna do the fine stuff with this nib. I bought a very, very fine nib for the hairs that we're gonna be doing, and all the details. And it should be done by tonight. I'm gonna frame it and send it out.
Well, I mean, it looks really good though. I like it. I think it's really
I know you like it because I did.
Detailed, especially with the reflection in his glasses too. That really looks good too.
Yeah. Look at all that.
Maybe you should do one of his wife. PDX. So,
yeah, I know. I gotta do his wife. I gotta do Sammy Prepper wants me to do one. I gotta get yours out to you.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people who want me to do them. I'm gonna be doing one of Corey Adams. Singing Corey wants me to do one.
Can you do one for me? You did one for Michelle, but you didn't do one for me.
Yeah, it did. Oh, for Lumi? Yeah, this one.
That'd be kind of interesting. I'd like to see what you think I look like. You got brown hair on the other side, Loom. Your natural hair color is kind of honey brown, light brown color. Yeah.
People love it, Michelle. People love it. They can't get enough.
Yeah. I definitely like the strokes in the beard and the textures being shown.
Yes.
It looks really good.
I know, because I did it. Now, Michelle, let me ask you a question. Who else could do something like this? Anyone you know?
Who else could do something like this with that resolution and quality? Barbara Gilman is more into watercolors, so I don't think she would do sketch work like that.
No.
Jennifer J might be able to do that, but her strokes are a little more broad.
This is Michelangelo type.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely very detailed, more like a Picasso kind of thing.
I also drew this for you, Michelle. It's a skull that you're going to be.
Is that the guy that died in the basement?
Yes, that's the portrait of Gary. Yeah.
Okay. If he was using crocodile, that's exactly what he would look like. How do you know he don't? I don't think I know anybody who wants to look like a zombie and with rotting skin coming off their face. I don't know too many people either. Yeah, it's still interesting though when you think about it though. How many people, watch this show? I wish I could do sketches like that so that I don't wear. I understand that.
I might be doing one of Tiger Kitty's dog, getting caught up on his leash, trying to pounce on a Noodles 1980 doll, but getting hung up and choking to death. Tiger.
What do
I
you
might be able to get you one of those.
Have you ever seen? Yep. Have you ever seen Tiger Kitty?
Yeah, I've seen Tiger Kitty.
Okay.
Yeah, I would never.
What I'm saying is this: if you had never seen Tiger Kitty and someone asked you to draw her, what do you think she would look like?
Oh yeah, you got a beard? Awesome, thanks. I don't know.
You try it sometime.
Well, I have the pictures of her boobs.
Well,
I have the pictures of her boobs.
Okay. What about Gemini Gem? You never seen Gemini Gem?
Right.
Well, of course, you don't blatantly out, so that would be a lousy example. What about Dabs? What about Dabocles? Have you ever seen Dabocles?
No. Well, Michelle, this is the thing. Tiger Kitty's not like a YouTuber. She's a fan.
Right.
I would do something for Tiger Kitty, but like I wouldn't do like I don't have like I would do something for her dog. I wouldn't do any,
This in this case is simple enough just to be inspired and draw what you think they look like.
Yeah.
Use your imagination, Noodles. You do have one. You do have the skills to do it too.
Right, but she has tremendously gigantic tits. This Tiger Kitty, tremendously gigantic.
Well, I think Tiger Kitty's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I wonder. I got some ideas, but save it, Lim, before you give him artistic overload. I don't think he's ready to deal with trying to visualize me as Carmen Miranda.
Michelle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a border on here. It's probably going to be from here to like down here a little bit. You're going to see his hand. Like whatever, and then that's going to be it. I'm going to send it to JMac. It's going to be signed and autographed for JMac, and JMac's going to have a piece done for JMac. Yep, right. And JMac's going to love it. He's going to love it. Look at this action, Michelle. Look at this.
Basically, it says, I have been trying to crack my big toe for weeks and it won't crack.
You know what's fucked up? You say that, Leo? I had a problem with my toe. Same thing. Same fucking thing. And I just kept working it. And it was cracking, but it wasn't feeling correct. You might have gout.
Yeah.
You might have gout.
I don't think so. Given what I've seen with Ed's gout, the cracking of a toe is basically caused by an air bubble that's popping in the fluid around the joints.
It could be crystallization in the joints, too. Leo drinks scrupulous amounts of liquor. She's a liquor head.
I don't think Leo drinks a lot. And I don't know exactly, specifically if that's true or not, but you never know. You never know. Well, the point is that we had a good show. It is already 2 hours. It's already 5 hours.
I gotta go, Michelle. I'll talk to you later. Right?
Okay. Thank you, Doodles, for coming on. I'll talk to you soon. So why don't we get ready to wrap this up for today? And let's discuss the weekend schedule. Yes, let's talk about the weekend schedule. First of all, on Saturday night, we have nothing really scheduled. On Sunday night, of course, except the morning show on Saturday. Sunday night, we have the New Year's Eve celebration. The first question is, which New Year's Eve are we going to celebrate? Well, by the time we get on at 7 o'clock, the UK one would already happened. Right. And then we would still be sitting here for about 5 hours waiting for the American one. But don't forget, you got Silvermoon Radio at 7 o'clock as well on Sunday. That's right. But I don't think they make New Year's records. I never heard too many songs for New Year's. We'll have to figure it out. Also, Stan is sending us 3 more records, and they should be coming in the post soon. So, maybe they'll be here today or this weekend. And then we'll have 3 new records to play on Silvermoon Radio. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on YouTube and Kick. Just like the one we said in Grumpy Old Man. What the hell? Let's just do the show on all 4 networks anyway. There ain't gonna be no music anyway. So I definitely say is more than likely we'll be doing the trying to find some video clips of the New Year's ball drop in New York City this year for 2024. So, from 10 to midnight, and maybe a little bit after that, we will be streaming on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. Of course, Silvermoon Radio will only be on Silvermoon, which is absolutely fine with me. And I'm not joking when I say about the glue. I know you're not. I think it's an idea we should consider it. Because I'm so sick and tired of having that camera keep giving me signal limits every time it gets a lousy connection. Woodstock Soundtrack 3 LP stream tonight. Woodstock Soundtrack on Man Cave Vinyl Hour 3 vinyl set tonight. It's 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time on my Stan CT channel. All are welcome. Absolutely cool. Isn't that the documentary or is that the music? Because, I think there's a documentary album set too. Or maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both. So, why don't me and Lumi take the time to go ahead and kind of finally do something that we kind of started when we glued the USB cord into the other hub and fixed the hub on this one the same way, so that we don't have to worry about getting signal live-ins every time Rusty keeps nudging the camera with his nose. Good point. So everybody, we'll see you soon. Keep your eyes open. There might be a vlog or video coming up. You never know what we're going to do. After all, it is Friday night and Sunday night. As I said, it's Silvermoon Radio, the New Year's Eve celebration. And we'll figure a way to keep you entertained one way or the other. But until then, stay out of trouble. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.